I rise far into a frequently heartrending debate, so much about agonising death, and so many speeches that deserve to be noted, particularly that of the Noble Lord Forsyth about his father's death and his own reflections on it. I speak in a unique position, even as Speaker number 85, for the policy of the Green Party of England and Wales is to legally provide, with all of the appropriate safeguards, provision for assisted dying. But that does not in any way tie my hands, for the Green Party does not whip, so every vote is a conscience vote. That policy position was extensively debated in the party, and we heard a great many concerns from disabled people from global majority communities, from people who fear they are discriminated against and badly treated in our current medical system, and fear discrimination here too. We heard that, as I heard fears from learning disabled people at an event I hosted earlier this month. But as the Noble Lord Faulkner said, the safeguards built into this bill means they are more protected in this than they are in other areas of healthcare. Imposing those protections right across our health service should certainly be a priority, as should be fully publicly funded quality palliative care. And polling evidence shows that disabled people overall want the same rights as the rest of us when terminally ill. To lay it out plainly, one of the chief reasons I will support this bill is that we already have assisted dying available to people in Britain. But only some people, those who have the financial wherewithal, the confidence to navigate foreign systems and travel, and the remaining health and capacity to get to Dignitas in Switzerland. That is a profound inequality that leaves some dying in the many harrowing conditions of which we have heard today. And we've heard it also means that people die alone without their loved ones even knowing of their final choice for fear of the legal repercussions for those they leave behind, and dying sooner than they might otherwise because they fear being too ill to travel. Now, I oppose the amendment from the Noble Lady Baroness Berger, which I'm afraid can only be regarded as a wrecking amendment, setting an impossible timetable for the bill, as the Noble Lord Faulkner explained. I'm not so sure about the obviously constructively intended amendment from the Noble Lord Forsyth. I will listen to further arguments on that. But in addressing both of those, I do want to make the point that in progressing to make a new law, particularly a law of conscience such as this, as with the laws on access to abortion and the rights of LGBTIQA+ people, debate does not only happen in Parliament. As the Noble Lord Faulkner sets out, this bill has already received far more parliamentary attention than many government bills. But debate and scrutiny does not only happen in Parliament. It happens in the media, in communities, and now, of course, on the internet and social media. And we should not discount the power and importance of that in shaping the law. And the level of correspondence that I and many other noble lords have received about this bill, for me, many hundreds of contacts, the balance of which reflect the views of the public in the polls. And I thank all of those who've taken the time to be in contact with me about it. That is people's politics, and if we look at the opinion polling, the people have a clear and settled view on the need for assisted dying to be available in the UK, not relying on the decisions already made by the people and legislature of Switzerland. The people expect the politics to deliver on their view. Finally, I've been asked to note that my noble friend Baroness Jones of Moulsecoomb, on medical leave, is listening to this debate from home and wishes to put on record her support for this bill.